At 61, Melissa Gilbert finally opened up about the truth regarding her connection with Hollywood legend Patty Duke, a woman who had a profound impact on her both personally and professionally. Born Melissa Ellen Gilbert on May 8, 1964, in Los Angeles, California, Melissa's destiny was tied to show business from the very start. Adopted by actor and comedian Paul Gilbert and his wife Barbara Crane, she grew up surrounded by cameras, scripts, and the creative buzz of Hollywood. From a young age, she displayed remarkable confidence and a natural gift for performance, quickly earning her place among television's most beloved young stars. Her big break came at just 9 years old when she landed the iconic role of Laura Ingalls Wilder on Little House on the Prairie. For nearly a decade, she captivated audiences as Half Pint, winning hearts with her warmth, innocence, and emotional depth. As she grew older, Melissa continued to evolve as an actress, proving she was more than just a child star. One of her most notable performances came in the 1979 film The Miracle Worker, where she played Helen Keller opposite Patty Duke, who portrayed Anne Sullivan. For Gilbert, working alongside Duke was a turning point, not only professionally, but emotionally. Duke, who had once played Helen Keller herself years earlier, became both a mentor and a mirror for Melissa. Duke's talent was undeniable, but beneath her brilliance, Melissa saw something deeper. A woman battling inner turmoil while still managing to give breathtaking performances. Patty Duke was one of the most fearless actresses I've ever seen, Gilbert later shared. She could strip away everything and show you her soul on screen. Over the years, Melissa's admiration for Patty Duke only grew stronger, though her understanding of Duke's struggles deepened as she matured. As a young actress, Melissa hadn't fully grasped the depth of Patty's pain, the mental illness, the pressures of fame, and the isolation that often came with being a child star in a ruthless industry. But as Melissa herself faced life's challenges, addiction, heartbreak, public scrutiny, and reinvention, she began to see Patty's story in a new light. "When I was young, I didn't understand what Patty was going through," she admitted. "But as I got older, I realized what she endured was nothing short of harrowing." Patty's openness later in life about her battle with bipolar disorder gave Melissa, and many others, the courage to speak openly about their own vulnerabilities. Melissa's reflections on Patty Duke were filled not only with respect, but also with empathy. She saw in Duke's life both a warning and an inspiration, a reminder of how fame can uplift and destroy in equal measure. Melissa acknowledged that her own journey often mirrored Duke's. "There were times when I felt like I was teetering on the same edge that Patty had lived on for years," she confessed. "But watching her eventually take control of her story gave me the courage to do the same." In many ways, Patty Duke's resilience became a blueprint for Melissa's own recovery and reinvention. Both women had experienced the highs of success and the lows of personal struggle, but they shared one defining trait: an unbreakable will to survive and speak the truth. When Melissa Gilbert finally spoke publicly about Patty Duke, her words carried the weight of lived experience and hard-earned wisdom. She didn't sugarcoat the realities of Hollywood or the pain that often hides behind the glamour. Instead, she humanized Duke, not as a tragic figure, but as a woman who longed for love, peace, and acceptance. "Patty wasn't just an actress or an icon," Gilbert said. "She was a human being who wanted the same things we all do." In honoring Duke's memory, Melissa also acknowledged her own scars and growth, transforming years of silence into a message of healing and hope. At 61, Melissa Gilbert's revelation was more than a tribute. It was a declaration of strength and empathy. Her reflections on Patty Duke reminded the world that behind every Hollywood smile lies a story of survival. "If there's anything I've learned from Patty," she concluded, "it's that our struggles don't define us. They shape us. And when we share them, we remind others they're not alone. Through her honesty, Gilbert not only celebrated Patty Duke's legacy, but also reaffirmed her own as a woman who continues to rise, evolve, and speak her truth, no matter how difficult or overdue it may be.